Welcome to Benjamin Recaps. In today's story, we discuss the sensual thriller film Chloe. In film scenario, a woman suspects her husband of infidelity and employs a call to seduce him. However, things take a turn for the worst when the call becomes deeply involved in their family matters. When the film begins, we are introduced to Chloe, a beautiful and seductive woman. She is an expert call who is adept at seducing men. Chloe considers understanding a man's desires and knowing the appropriate words and timing to be essential to her job. From her window, Catherine, a gynecologist, observes a beautiful woman escorting an older man. David, the spouse of Catherine, is a college professor. One of his students invites him to dinner, but he politely declines. Catherine is throwing a large birthday party for David at their home. Michael comes home with a girl and proceeds to the second floor. David ignores Catherine and calls her to inform her that he will arrive home late. Catherine is disappointed, but she conceals her disappointment by stating that they will wait until late at night for him. Catherine observes that Michael's date is still at home, and Michael slams the door in her face when she is asked to leave. Catherine is awakened by the sound of David shaving in the bathroom each morning. He expresses regret for missing the party. Catherine then informs David that his gifts are in her office, but he responds that he will be late for dinner once again due to schoolwork. Catherine encounters Michael's girl as she walks around the house in her underwear. She attempts to advise her son that what he is doing is wrong, but Michael states that David is aware of the situation and is okay with it. Catherine is irritated that nobody informed her about the girl, and Michael informs her that her name is Anna. Catherine asks if they are using protection, to which Anna responds affirmatively. Catherine then hears David's phone ring and sees a message from a young girl named Miranda thanking him for the evening with an attached photograph. David and Catherine go to a restaurant to meet their friend Frank, while David converses amiably with a waitress. Catherine becomes uneasy and requests permission to use the restroom. Catherine hears a woman sobbing in the stall next to her, and she inquires if everything is okay. Catherine gives the woman some toilet paper after she states she has none. The lady turns out to be Chloe. She pulls out a hairpin and claims that Catherine dropped it, but Catherine denies ownership. Then Chloe offers Catherine the pin as a gesture of gratitude, but Catherine politely declines and exits. Catherine realizes after observing Chloe with her date at the table that she is a call girl after observing her for some time. On the way back home, Catherine asks David indignantly if he thought the waitress was attractive. David then reassures her that he was merely being cordial and nothing more. One day, Catherine observes Chloe entering an upscale bar from her office window and deduces that she meets clients there. Catherine visits the same bar in search of Chloe. They order drinks, and Chloe explains that she rarely meets with women. Catherine then reveals that she intends to employ Chloe to evaluate her husband's loyalty. She admits that she believes David is unfaithful and instructs Chloe to introduce herself to David and observe his reaction. Catherine informs her that David eats lunch and reads the newspaper at the cafe. She requests that Chloe identify herself as a student. Chloe then proceeds to the cafe and approaches David with a request to borrow sugar. Following her encounter with David, Chloe informs Catherine of what transpired. Chloe embellishes the story by claiming David approached her first to inquire whether she was a student. Chloe reports that she was studying Japanese when David asked her if she could say something in the language, which caused her to blush. Chloe reassures Catherine that nothing has transpired, but Catherine is displeased that David approached Chloe before she did. Chloe then admits that David is adorable, to which Catherine scoffs. Catherine then pulls out an envelope containing money and hands it to Chloe, telling her she wants her to meet David once more. Catherine makes it abundantly clear that the next time they do this, it will be the last. Catherine discovers David conversing with another person on his computer. She then proceeds to the second floor and eavesdrops on Michael's conversation with Anna, but Michael notices her and slams the door. Catherine then approaches David. She inquires as to who he is conversing with, and he responds that it is one of his students. Catherine then informs David that she no longer understands how to be Michael's mother. Then she inquires about Anna sleeping over, and David reminds her that the two of them used to be in a similar relationship. David asks Catherine with regret why they have grown apart over a drink they share together. Catherine responds that she does not know and laments how busy they have become. Catherine attempts to kiss David, but he avoids her and states that he has more work to do. Catherine pretends to be unconcerned and urges him to complete his work. The following morning, Chloe texts Catherine and requests a meeting. Catherine apologizes to Chloe, explaining that she was just a little insecure and that she should forget about all of this, but Chloe says it's too late since she has already met David. Catherine and Chloe relocate their conversation to a coffee shop, where Chloe informs Catherine that she saw David in a cafe. She explains that they'd purchased sandwiches and began discussing school and music, with David staring at her the entire time. Then David asked Catherine for permission to kiss her, which immediately upsets Catherine. However, Chloe is quick to add that David refused to kiss her because he is married. Then he asked her if she knows a private place where they could kiss, and Chloe suggested Allen Garden's greenhouse. Catherine is in tears at this point, but she wants to hear the rest of the story. After finding the ideal spot inside the greenhouse, they shared a passionate kiss, according to Chloe. Catherine interrupts Chloe and reminds her that she was only meant to meet David and not engage in sexual activity with him. Then Chloe states that she has no idea what Catherine desires. Catherine then admits she made a mistake by involving Chloe, and she leaves indignantly. Catherine's car is accidentally dented, and she observes Chloe crashing her bicycle onto the sidewalk. She tends to her injured knee while Chloe resumes her account of David. This time, she describes in detail everything they did. She had placed her hands down his pants, which led to the subsequent events. Catherine urges her to continue, but Chloe explains that David had to leave for work. Catherine is enraged, but insists that Chloe meet David once more. She requests that Chloe show her the results of her most recent STD tests, and Chloe agrees. Catherine imagines Chloe being intimate with her husband as she drives home. Chloe visits Catherine's office the following day to present the test results. There, she flirts with Michael, the son of Catherine. Catherine goes out with her friends later in the day, but she is distracted by thoughts of David. She then receives a text message from Chloe directing her to a specific hotel room. Catherine discovers Chloe in the bathroom naked. Chloe dons a robe and describes in detail to Catherine how she and David made love on the bed. She abruptly asks Catherine if she is aroused by all of this. Catherine does not respond, but it is clear from her body language that she is aroused. Catherine then pays Chloe for her services, after which they both leave the room together. Catherine compliments Chloe's scent in the elevator, prompting Chloe to apply some lotion to Catherine's hand. Then Catherine tells Chloe with regret about the enjoyable time she had with David many years ago. As she sobs, Chloe unexpectedly kisses her. Catherine, feeling shocked, leaves. David kisses Catherine's hand and compliments her fragrance following Michael's piano performance. Catherine becomes troubled and abruptly leaves a moment later. Catherine undresses Chloe. Chloe is gently kissing her shoulder, and the two women are making love. Chloe assumes leadership and dominates Catherine. Catherine forbids Chloe from seeing David again that night. Before leaving, Chloe gives Catherine the hairpin, which Catherine accepts. David is waiting for Catherine at home, and he questions her angrily about her tardiness. He wants to know if she is having another affair. Catherine asks if it would make a difference, and David tells her that it does. Catherine then begins to question David about his involvement in another affair, leading to a heated argument. David retorts, stating that he has never done anything other than admire the beauty of other women. Michael suddenly arrives and interrupts their argument. When told to return to his room, he exclaims that he cannot wait to leave the house. Catherine is shocked to receive an email from Chloe containing a photo of them sleeping together the following day at work. When Catherine turns around, Chloe is waiting for her with a bouquet of flowers. Catherine begins the conversation by stating that they must stop whatever is occurring between them. Then she attempts to give Chloe some money, to which Chloe responds that this is not about money and begins to cry. Catherine requests firmly that she leave. Catherine later receives a text message from Chloe informing her that she has left David. Catherine then invites Chloe to meet her at a cafe. She also requests that David meet her at the same location and time. David arrives and is unsure of what is occurring. Catherine states that she simply wants him to be honest. Catherine mentions the party as the reason he was late. Then David explains that he intentionally missed it. When Catherine mentions Miranda, David becomes enraged and accuses Catherine of eavesdropping on him. Shortly thereafter, Chloe approaches their table, but David does not appear to recognize her. When he asks Catherine who the woman is, and Catherine realizes that Chloe has been lying about having sex with David. Catherine claims to be a nobody. David leaves. She pursues him and reveals the truth about what transpired with Chloe. She explains that she hired Chloe to seduce him because she suspected David of extramarital affairs. She also reveals that Chloe had lied to Catherine about their relationship, and Catherine had believed her. Then, she begins to discuss her insecurities before revealing that she slept with Chloe. David is stunned to learn this, but he does not become angry with Catherine. Instead, he embraces and kisses her. In the meantime, after flirting with Michael a few times, Chloe goes to Catherine's house and hooks up with him in David's bed. When Catherine returns home, she is shocked to find her son in bed with Chloe. Catherine ejects Michael from the room and begins an argument with Chloe, threatening her and requesting that she stay away from her family. Chloe takes the hairpin she gave Catherine in anger and points it at Catherine's neck as she declares her love for her. Chloe asserts that Catherine would not have gotten her husband back if it weren't for her. Michael enters the room discreetly and observes the dispute between the two women. Catherine asks Chloe what she wants. Chloe responds that she desires a kiss from Catherine, and the two end up kissing. Catherine then witnesses Michael observing them and is startled. She pushes Chloe against the window by accident, shattering the glass and forcing Chloe outside. Thankfully, Chloe holds onto the wooden frame, but she gracefully and willingly let go, falling to her death. Later, as the police arrive at the scene, David embraces Catherine. Catherine is seen at a party in the final scene, wearing Chloe's hairpin. Subscribe to watch similar videos, enable notifications, and comment. Which film would you like us to summarize next? Thanks for watching another episode of Benjamin Recaps. I hope you enjoyed my recap of Chloe. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe for more movie recap videos. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time,